National Learning Camp, Background and Rationale. Matatag agenda. Make the curriculum relevant to produce job-ready, active, and responsive citizens. Take good care of learners by promoting learner well-being, inclusive education, and a positive learning environment. Take steps to accelerate the delivery of basic education, services, and provision of facilities. And give support for the teachers to teach better. DepEd is committed to learning recovery. DepEd recognizes that learners need to be supported to address the learning loss. DepEd is committed to supporting teachers and taking cognizance of unequivocal evidence that the good teachers are vital to raising learner achievements. Summer classes, DepEd Order Number 13, Series of 2018, implementing guidelines on the conduct of the remedial and advancement classes during summer for the K-12 basic education program. The remedial class for students who failed 1 to 2 learning areas. End of school year, DepEd Order Number 25, Series of 2022, enrichment classes for grades 1 to grade 11 learners who got 75 to 79 grade in any learning area. Remedial class for students who failed in 1 to 2 learning areas. And now, it is National Learning Camp. What do you mean by National Learning Camp? It's a voluntary 3 to 5 week of the end of school year break program. The purpose is twofold: improve learner outcomes, strengthen teacher competence to teach better. We have the NLC camp groups. The first one is the Enhancement Camp. This is a voluntary learning program designed to enrich learning for advanced learners. The duration is for 3 weeks, from July 24 to August 11. Another one is Consolidation Camp. It's a voluntary learning program designed to provide further practice and application of grade-level learning competencies. So the duration is 5 weeks, from July 24 to August 25. And we have the Intervention Camp. This is a voluntary learning program designed to support learners who are yet to grasp the fundamental literacy or the numeracy skills, such as the reading, writing, or arithmetic. So the duration is 5 weeks, from July 24 to August 25. The phase implementation, 2022 to 2023 end of school year break, Grades 7 and 8, English, Science, and Mathematics, shall be expanded to other grade levels. So this is the duration of the NLC. So the class size is the maximum of 35 learners per class. School heads shall have the discretion to devise interventions for flexibility in organizing classes based on the availability of teachers and classrooms. So we have here the schedule. Monday, it's a collaborative planning and preparation. That is the LAC. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, that is a 3-day teacher-learner engagement. And Friday is another collaborative review of instruction. That is LAC. So makikita nyo sa Monday, it's the planning. But here in Friday, it's already the collaborative review of the instruction. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, ito yung papasok ang mga estudyante. So it is open to teachers, school heads, public school district supervisors, and education program supervisors. So that is for the collaborative planning and preparation. For the structured, focus with logical flow of sessions. Here is the schedule. Monday, a collaborative expertise day. The first one is the personal reading of LRs. So the teacher personally understanding what is expected and provided the 45 minutes. Number 2, it is a collaborative discussion and sharing, lesson plans and approach content, and the teacher notes as well as a student's worksheet. That is 45 minutes. Next, number 3 is a personal reading and initial planning. Teachers think of lesson goals, what they will do, and how they will do it, and that is 45 minutes. Number 4 is a collaborative discussion and sharing. Teachers think of lesson goals, what they will do, and how they will do it. Number 5, the personal lesson preparation. With gathered information, teachers finalize their approach, and that is 45 minutes. Number 6 is a collaborative discussion and sharing. The final approach shared with peers, that is 60 minutes. And number 7, insights and closure. Teachers wrap up discussion for 10 minutes. Okay, so this is the suggested timetable for collaborative practice for Monday, and the suggested timetable for the collaborative practice for Friday. Option for education in emergencies, alternative delivery modes. So, walang pasok kapag nagkaroon. So, mangyayari is online, modular, or combination of both. So, in case of emergency. The duration of the NLC and other EOSY break activities. Schools have the flexibility to design the class program provided that the suggested teaching and learning materials are adequately covered and the targeted learning competencies are not compromised. So we have here the conducted at least 2 weeks before the end of the school year. The school head, the class advisors, and the interested learners. The official registration shall be conducted for 2 weeks from July 1 to July 14, 2023. So this is the NLC registration template, and this is the NLC parent legal guardian consent template. What are the requirements? You need to accomplish the parent or the legal guardian consent to learners who wish to participate in the NLC. Learner placement in the camps. So this is for the academic performance. Okay, so the learner's academic performance in the previous school year, remedial class and enrichment classes. Now, we had the pre-assessment result, the end of school year, reading and mathematics program for grades 1 to 3. So, here's the scale to be used for the placement. We have here the outstanding 90 to 100, VS 85 to 89, S 80 to 84, FS 75 to 79 did not meet expectation below 75. So, what are the camps here? The enhancement camp, consolidation camp, and intervention camp. And other EOSY activities, so these are the enrichment activities under the enhancement camp and the consolidation camp. And for the intervention camp, that is the remedial classes. So for the teaching and learning resources, in enhancement and consolidation camps for grade 7 and 8 ESM, lesson plans, teacher's note, learner's workbooks. For intervention camp for grade 7 and 8, integrated lesson plans and teacher notes, learner's workbook, teacher-learner resource book. And for the remedial class, schools shall have the flexibility to decide on the learning resources that meet the needs of learners and align with the most appropriate teaching approaches and strategies. Schools shall be provided with a lesson format and design for grade 7 and 8 that aligns with the objectives of the NLC. A strength of this lesson format and design is that the teachers are afforded resources, time, and practice involving learners to further extend their own skills, knowledge, and understanding of teaching and learning. So before the commencement of the NLC, schools shall prepare class programs, classroom and other learning spaces, teaching and learning resources. Example, textbooks, activity sheets, assessment tasks, video lessons, and other materials. And for the assessment, we have the pre-assessment between June 20 to July 8, 2023, and we have the post-assessment after NLC. Okay, so for the before the pre-assessment is conducted prior to the start of the NLC, the basis for the camp placement, during the formative assessment, and after is the summative assessment. So the feedbacks to parents, provide updates to parents or legal guardians on their children's learning progress. Assessment. Teachers are encouraged to prepare general feedback or comments on the learner's progress to document their strengths and areas for improvement. So this is a sample of anecdotal record entry, and then the sample fan-based learning. So for the completion, a certificate of completion shall be awarded to all learners who fulfill the requirements of the camp. And assigning NLC teachers, participation of the teachers in the NLC is voluntary. School heads shall identify the prospective teachers who shall handle specific learning areas in the respective camps. Teachers shall be selected based on the competence to effectively deliver the learning content and skills of the NLC. Preference shall be given to teachers with willingness, commitment, excellence, and specialize in the respective learning areas. A certificate of recognition shall be awarded to teachers who have rendered their service in the implementation of the NLC. So the funding source. The funds for the NLC are allocated for the training expenses, administrative expenses, provision of the learning resources to learners and teachers, other necessary expenses in the implementation of the NLC. So what are the incentives for the NLC teachers? Vacation service credits, certificate of recognition, and other incentives. Teachers involved in this NLRP-related end-of-school-year break activities shall be granted vacation service credits for the services rendered during the NLC. 1 workday of vacation service credit shall be granted per accumulated 8 hours of service rendered, as certified by the respective school heads. The number of service credits authorized is exclusive of the 15 days maximum vacation service credits allowed. That is stipulated in DepEd Order Number 53, Series of 2023. Clustered national orientation of key officials on the implementation of the NLC shall be conducted. Schools shall be include an orientation and the implementation of the NLC into the agenda of their last quarterly meeting with the parent or the legal guardians during the school year 2022-2023. A general orientation with parents, legal guardians shall be conducted within the week before the first day of the NLC. Advocacy materials shall be prepared at the national, regional, division levels, and school levels. Training of trainers for the implementation of the NLC for grades 7 and 8 to be participated by the CLMD, the CID chief, the EPS, the PSDS, and school heads.